Most Americans over 75 believe they're doing everything right because they walk every day. Yet, emergency rooms across the United States are filled with seniors who thought the exact same thing just weeks before a fall changed their lives. As an orthopedic specialist who has treated thousands of older Americans, I can tell you this with absolute clarity. The number one reason seniors lose independence in this country is not heart disease, not diabetes, not even arthritis. It's preventable muscle weakness and balance loss that walking alone never fixes. If you're relying on walking as your main form of exercise after 75, you may be unknowingly increasing your risk of falls, fractures, and permanent mobility loss. And today, I'm going to explain exactly why that happens in the US population and what actually works instead. In America, turning 75 often comes with a dangerous sense of reassurance. You've survived major illnesses, you've stayed active, and maybe your doctor has even praised you for still walking. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The American lifestyle quietly works against seniors as they age. Cars replace movement, homes are designed for convenience instead of strength, and daily tasks that once built muscle are now automated. By the time most Americans reach their mid to late 70s, they've already lost a significant amount of muscle mass, especially in the legs and hips, even if they walk every single day. This muscle loss doesn't announce itself loudly. It shows up subtly as slower movement, hesitation on stairs, or needing to grab furniture for support. In U.S. orthopedic data, falls are the leading cause of injury-related death among adults over 65, and the risk increases sharply after 75. What most people don't realize is that falls rarely happen because someone isn't walking enough. They happen because the body can't react fast enough when something unexpected occurs. A loose rug, a wet bathroom floor, a curb that's slightly higher than expected. These are not walking problems. These are strength and balance problems. Walking prepares you to walk. It does not prepare you to recover when walking goes wrong. Another uniquely American issue is overconfidence in cardio. For decades, U.S. health messaging focused heavily on heart health, telling people to walk, jog, or cycle to keep the heart strong. That message worked, but it left out a critical piece for seniors. Your heart can be healthy, but if your legs are weak and your balance is poor, you're still one fall away from a hospital stay. I see patients all the time who pass cardiac stress tests but can't stand up from a chair without using their arms. That gap is where independence is lost. Let's talk about what actually happens inside the body after 75. Muscle fibers shrink and become less responsive, especially the fast twitch fibers responsible for catching yourself when you trip. Bone density continues to decline, particularly in postmenopausal American women and men who've spent years being less active. Joint cartilage becomes less forgiving, making people move more cautiously. The nervous system slows its response time. Walking does not meaningfully challenge any of these systems. It keeps you moving forward at a comfortable pace in a predictable pattern. Life is not predictable, and neither are falls. In the United States, many seniors live alone or spend long hours sitting. Sitting weakens the very muscles that keep you upright. The glute muscles, which stabilize the hips, and the quadriceps, which protect the knees, are especially vulnerable. Walking lightly engages them, but not enough to maintain strength. This is why one of the most powerful movements for American seniors is learning to repeatedly stand up and sit down under control. It directly trains the muscles you use every day, whether you're getting out of a recliner, a car, or a toilet. This movement alone has been shown to reduce fall risk more than walking programs in older adults. Balance training is another area where U.S. seniors are often unprepared. In many American homes, everything is designed to reduce effort. Handrails, grab bars, elevators, smooth flooring. While these features improve safety, they also reduce natural balance challenges. Over time, the body forgets how to stabilize itself. Balance is a skill, and like any skill, it fades without practice. Walking straight ahead on a sidewalk does not train side-to-side stability, turning control, or single leg strength, yet these are exactly the movements required to avoid falls. Controlled balance exercises retrain the brain and body to work together. Even simple practices like shifting weight from one foot to the other or standing briefly on one leg while holding a counter can significantly improve stability over time. The key is consistency. In my experience, American seniors who practice balance daily regain confidence faster than those who only walk for exercise. Confidence matters because fear of falling often causes people to move less, which accelerates weakness and instability.
Another major issue in the U.S. senior population is pain avoidance. Many Americans over 75 live with chronic knee, hip, or back pain. They walk because it feels familiar and safe, but they avoid strength movements because they fear pain or injury. Ironically, avoiding strength work often makes pain worse. Weak muscles place more stress on joints, leading to increased discomfort. Properly guided strengthening reduces joint load and improves alignment, which often decreases pain over time. Nutrition plays a critical role here, especially in American seniors. Protein intake in older adults is frequently inadequate, even among those who eat regularly. Without enough protein, muscles cannot rebuild or maintain themselves, no matter how much you exercise. Many seniors rely on light meals, snacks, or processed foods that don't provide sufficient amino acids. This creates a situation where walking burns calories but doesn't support muscle health. Strength training combined with adequate protein intake sends a powerful signal to the body to preserve muscle tissue. Let's also talk about the psychological aspect of aging in America. There is a strong cultural push towards staying active, but not necessarily staying strong. Many seniors measure success by how far they can walk rather than how well they can move. The goal after 75 should shift from distance to control. Can you move with confidence? Can you stop quickly? Can you change direction without losing balance? These abilities matter far more than step counts. One of the most common misconceptions I hear from American seniors is that strength training is dangerous at their age. In reality, the opposite is true. Proper strength training is one of the most protective things you can do. It increases bone density, improves joint stability, and enhances balance. The danger comes from doing nothing or relying solely on low-intensity movement. The body becomes fragile not because of age alone, but because it's no longer challenged appropriately. Another uniquely American factor is over-medicalization. Many seniors believe their weakness is simply normal aging or something that requires medication. While medical care is important, no pill can replace muscle strength or balance. Physical resilience comes from movement. In fact, many orthopedic surgeries could be delayed or avoided if seniors maintained better strength and stability earlier. Prevention is far more effective than treatment. As an orthopedic specialist, I want to be clear, you don't need extreme workouts, gyms, or expensive equipment. What you need is targeted movement that reflects real-life demands. Standing, stepping, reaching, stabilizing, these are the movements that keep you independent. When practiced regularly, they dramatically reduce fall risk and improve quality of life. The most successful American seniors I see are not necessarily the most active walkers. They are the ones who deliberately train their bodies to handle daily challenges. They practice standing without assistance. They work on balance in safe ways. They maintain joint mobility through controlled movements. They respect their bodies without underestimating them. If you're over 75, the question is not whether you should stop walking. Walking is still valuable for circulation, mood, and heart health. The question is whether walking is the only thing you're doing.
If it is, you are leaving yourself vulnerable. Strength and balance are not optional at this stage of life. They are essential tools for staying out of hospitals and maintaining independence. Think about your own daily life. Can you rise from the floor if you had to? Can you step over an obstacle without hesitation? Can you carry groceries without feeling unstable? These are the moments that determine whether you live independently or rely on others. Training for these moments is far more important than logging miles. The encouraging news is that the body responds quickly, even after 75. Improvements in strength and balance can happen within weeks. Confidence returns, fear decreases, movement becomes smoother. I've seen this transformation countless times in American seniors who thought it was too late. It never is. As we close, remember this. In the United States, falls are not an inevitable part of aging. They are often the result of missing the right kind of movement. Walking alone is not enough after 75. Strength protects your joints. Balance protects your independence. Controlled movement protects your confidence. Focus on these and you dramatically improve your chances of aging safely and independently. If this message helped you, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with someone you care about. And tell me in the comments what senior health topic you want us to cover next.